Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the overall market. We're going to talk about the CPI data numbers that were just released. We're going to look at some technicals and talk about what we should look out for moving forward. And before we get into it, not a financial advisor, make sure that you do your own research. Also, if you find value in the video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. So let's dive into it, guys. So the CPI data numbers came out this morning, and I believe they were expecting like an 8.8, saying like anything over 8.8 would be bad, anything underneath 8.8 would be good, and potentially bullish for the markets. Well, early on in the markets, I mean, I was watching that the futures were slowly ticking up. The NASDAQ was up almost 100 points implied open, and then CPI data numbers came out at about 7:30, and within, I mean, seconds, it shifted from, being up about 1% to, as you see now, implied open down almost 2.5%. So it's going to be a nasty day in the market today overall for everything, right? So as you see here, implied open, everything's down, 1%, NASDAQ 2.27%, and it'll probably be like that all morning long, and then around noon you'll get probably a little small uptick, and then we'll fall right back down again. And tomorrow may be nasty as well. The rest of the week may just be gross. Okay, but this is a huge drop across the board for everything. So we're going to take a look at UDOW, which tracks the Dow Jones. We're going to take a look at the S&P, SPX, which tracks the S&P 500, and then of course TQQQ that tracks the NASDAQ. So yeah, it came in at 9.1 on the CPI data numbers, which was higher than they were expecting. So let's take a look at the charts, guys, and let's see what they're telling us. All right, guys, taking a look first of all at UDOW, which tracks the Dow Jones, and we're going to take a look at this here. We're almost in oversold territory, and we'll definitely get there today. Probably get all the way down to about 44 bucks if I had to guess. Okay, and which would put you in position for a pretty decent swing play opportunity, because when UDOW specifically, when it falls down aggressive, but when it moves, it also moves pretty aggressive too. So yeah, we're pretty close to oversold, and we're going to definitely get there on the open. So your floor about 44.10, your next level about 54 and some change, and 61 and some change, and then from there 64, 72, then about 78. Okay, let's take a look at the S&P 500. And we talked about this in my weekly stock pick video, that we could see some more downside because we were kind of setting up for a potential double bottom and then pull down, like we have been doing basically pretty much all year long. Okay, we talked about that in that stock pick video, is one bottom, two bottom, up, pull down, right? And then you have one bottom, two bottom, pull down, one bottom, two bottom, pull up, and then pull down, and then one bottom, two bottom, pull up, and then boom, pull down, and then here we go again. 1, 2, and then now we're coming down again. So I'm not sure if we'll retest that 3,500 level mark yet, but it looks like we definitely could retest the 3,600, right? So when the market opens, you're going to see a huge red candle here. We're currently at fair value, but you better believe we're going to get to undervalue, and then we'll probably poke our head up eventually, on maybe Friday or Monday, but it may not be very aggressive. You may just see it come up just slightly. People may just keep buying in at these levels here, but 3,600, guys, is a very crucial level of support for the S&P 500, and there's just really not a lot of confidence across the board in the markets of how things are going. The CPI data numbers are just proving that, as the CPI data numbers are expected a certain number, boom, they come in higher. The only positive thing about that is like, well, maybe this is the peak, right? But you're not going to have any idea of how to know that until the next round of them come out. So TQQQ, it is going to probably come down to, currently it's at about $24. You can expect about $21 to $20 it's going to fall down to again, which again makes for an interesting swing play when it pops down here See, it rose all the way up to about 28, fell down here, rose all the way up to 28. So now we're coming down again. So maybe around the $20 to $21 level, it can be an interesting swing play to where you can come up and sell it before $30, because that's pretty much your red SMA line. You got to get it above about $25, $26 and hold, and it has not shown that it can hold yet. Okay, it keeps popping its head up there and gets rejected, pops its head up, rejected, pops its head up, rejected, every single time pretty much all year long. So until it can show you that we can stay above there, man, that's kind of crazy. So I'm still, still kind of using this as buying opportunities, just kind of nibbling on certain things. But hopefully at some point soon we'll see the peak of inflation and hopefully have a couple of months in the market to where we can be somewhat bullish and move up and see some gains. At worst case, people can see some gains to break even and take some of their money back that they've lost the past couple of months on certain plays. But I know longer term opportunities are being provided now, such as, like I've been saying, Amazon, Nvidia, AMD, and a bunch of other companies too that are getting knocked in the teeth. Eventually they're going to push up higher, because overall long term they are some good and strong companies. Some other companies maybe not so much, but just kind of keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at AMC, because AMC is one that we swing pretty often here. So I've swung it 4 times in the past month and have been profitable all 4 times. And I talked about that on the stock pick video, that this is one that I'm eyeing this week on a pullback, and here it is. Okay, here's the sell signal, and it's going to pull back with the market. It should, at least. Okay, I'm not going to say for sure, but if it does, fantastic. I hope it comes all the way down here and tries to retest that red SMA line here. If it does, I'll be entering in. Okay, so keep an eye on AMC for a potential swing. I'm looking at the $13 range or below, or $13.50 range or below is where I'm looking to enter in this week. So anyway, guys, I just want to provide that update for you. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we will catch you in the next one.